What's up guys, Henry NWR3 here, and today we are going to review the Hornby Stepney. Let's first take a look at the box. As you can see, Stepney is nicely boxed in and is as well a limited edition run of 1000. Now then you have other models you can buy on the back, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, now let's get him open. I got Stepney as a birthday gift a little while back, and I've been waiting to open him and share it with you guys. But also guys, I would like to thank you so much for 300 subscribers. That means a lot, and I cannot thank you all enough. Now then, as you can see, Stepney does come in the styrofoam box, and I actually do prefer this packaging over the Bachmann. Then we have instructions, which are normal for the Terrier class locomotive, which is what Stepney is based off of, by Hornby. And right there you have some tape that you need to take off to get out of that plastic covering. They do a great job of boxing up their models, and I do prefer it a lot more than the actual Bachmann way, even though I do like most of the Bachmann models better. Now then, you do have a hole in the back that you press, just like any other Hornby model. There are a few new boxes recently where you fold out the box, but this is different. Now then, with a little bit of work and just trying to be careful of all the details, we finally have Stepney out. Stepney was first introduced in the book Stepney the Bluebell Engine. Since then, he has become a fan favorite in the series, and as well as being introduced in Season 4, Rusty to the Rescue. Now then, this episode has caused a lot of controversy, as the Reverend W. Awdry didn't like how it was written and not reflected on the story, and how he wasn't saved by the Bluebell Railway. But this was changed due to TV. In the Railway series story, The Bluebells of England, which is the first story in Stepney the Bluebell Engine, Stepney's coming to the island of Sodor, and Douglas and Percy are talking about how engines are being scrapped on the mainland and diesel engines are taking over, but they realize not to fear, as Stepney will be arriving with his controller soon, which he does at the end of the story. Now then, in the TV series adaptation, Rusty to the Rescue, Rusty goes to the mainland and saves Stepney before being cut up from scrap. The Reverend W. Awdry did not like how Rusty saved Stepney when it was actually the Bluebell Railway. And to be fair, I think the reason why this was done is because it was a little bit of a harsh tone, and this had been years after the scrapping of engines on the main line was seen. But still, some history was cut out of the episode. Stepney was also in Train Stops to Play, Thomas and Stepney, and Bowled Out, which were in the Railway series book as well, and were also transported into Season 4 of Thomas and Friends. Stepney also came back in Season 5 in Stepney Gets Lost, which we'll talk about more with Arian Bert's review, and was also seen in Rosie in the Funfair special in Season 12. Now let's take a look at Stepney himself. Stepney does have a lot of details indeed. Does not have sprung buffers like some Hornby models do, but I don't think any Thomas Hornby models actually have any. He has a bunch of details up on his cab, including all the different piping. He has this guard, I don't remember the name, but I believe the crew can stand on there while the engine's moving. Or at least standing still to oil it better. But don't quote me on that. Either way though, he has a bunch of details, and Hornby has really excelled at this model. And I don't see any flaws in it at all. Looks-wise, it looks just as good as the TV series, with a nice blend of the Railway series, where he looks more like the Railway series model, but can still pass to see like, hey, he looks like the TV series model, unlike Thomas's model, which looks mainly just a Railway series model as its closest basis, as it just uses the E2 body. I also like how Stepney does have a brake pipe, but now let's hear the sound that he makes as he goes along the tracks. Now then, Stepney's noise does sound a little bit high pitched for the motor, and I don't really have an engine that makes that high-pitched sound. But that's my only real complaint with Stepney, and I like them in every other way. I think this is a great model to own, and if you can find one for a good price, I would highly recommend it. There is an older version of Stepney also made as not part of the 1000, and the 1000 came after he had been discontinued for a little while. And so either way, if you can find either of them, they're great models. Hornby did a great job, and I'm very proud of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.